Hey everybody, and welcome to Ethereum News 5 under 10. I have chosen 5 articles to go through now, all related to Ethereum. The first one is going to be Ethereum tops 2,350 level amid investors' excitement around the London hard fork. The second one is going to be Ethereum carries a very strong Lindy effect. So what does that mean for its price? The third one is EY launches layer 2 tools of address high Ethereum fees, or to address high Ethereum fees. The fourth one is going to be China crypto ban, a huge opportunity for Canada, Mining Group head says. And the last one will be top 5 cryptocurrencies to watch this week. As always, these articles will all be linked in the description down below. If there's anything you'd like me to dive deeper into or cover, just put a comment down below and I'll jump right on it. But for now, let's get into the first article, which is going to be Ethereum tops $2,350 level amid investors' excitement around the London hard fork. Okay, so the implementation of the EIP 1559 protocol, which changes the base fee structure, making Ethereum blockchain deflationary, is creating much excitement among investors. So I wanted to highlight that there because obviously Ethereum now becoming deflationary instead of inflationary is a big change. Scroll down a little bit more and we go to 2 weeks back they implemented the London hard fork Robson testnet while burning more than 88,000 Ethereum coins. So I wanted to highlight that too, just to let you know that the 88,000 Ethereum have been burned. Then to dive a little bit deeper into the London hard fork. So the EIP-1559 implementation major changes the structure of Ethereum gas fee by introducing a base fee model. It introduces a dynamic fee structure while implementing procedural and periodic fee burning. So basically a base fee and there will be burnings as well. And that's what's going to cause it to be deflationary. Now, obviously, as you can see here in red, miners have largely opposed it. No surprises there. They want to make as much money as possible, of course, and high fees help. But obviously in green behind it, many analysts believe that the London hard fork will bring positive impact to the Ethereum price. I'm just going to attribute that to supply and demand, right? So because of the burnings, there will be less supply, and because of use cases increasing, the demand should continue to rise. Another good thing to mention here is that as per on-chain data, the Ethereum active addresses surpassed Bitcoins for the first time in history last week. So that's another big thing there. And I think the last part I wanted to mention here in the article is this one, the institutional acceptance. So just like last week, Skybridge Capital founder Anthony Scaramucci announced that they will soon be planning its Ethereum fund in the market. So there's an Ethereum fund coming. And besides that, he also announced that the company will be working on bringing an Ethereum ETF to the market. So an ETF coming as well. And then, of course, the Ethereum 2.0 implementation will also see them transferring from a proof of work model to a proof of stake model. Okay, so that's kind of everything that I wanted to cover there in the first article. The second one I wanted to touch here is the Ethereum carries a very strong Lindy effect. So what does that mean for the price? Now, the reason I kind of picked this article is because I'd never heard of the Lindy effect, and I wanted to just make sure you all knew what it was too. The concept is not new to me, like it's something that I did know existed, but I just never knew it was called the Lindy effect. So maybe the same applies to you. So this article is based on a blog post. It's linked here if you want to read it. So I want to just mention the yellow parts here, right? So our thought exercise above puts the total potential valuation of Ethereum between 3.7 and 4.7 trillion in the distant future. Now, obviously that may seem very far-fetched right now. However, at this point, one needs to consider the Lindy effect, right? And what they basically say here is they explain it saying, according to this phenomenon, the older something is, the longer it's likely to be around in the future. Now, this is something that I think we've heard many crypto enthusiasts talk about online, is that Bitcoin, just because it was the first, could very well succeed. And obviously, they're saying here is the same could happen for Ethereum. Ethereum a bit more specific though. What they say down here below is similar to BTC. ETH carries a very strong Lindy effect as the first collateral in DeFi. If Ethereum and DeFi do become the financial layer of the future, ETH may very well remain as one of the major collaterals because it was the first collateral at scale and the DeFi ecosystem was built around it, right? So once again, just because it was the first, it could very well stay here for a long time. Okay, moving on to the third article. EY launches layer 2 tools to address the high Ethereum fees. So auditing firm Ernst & Young, or EY short, has released a zero knowledge proof layer 2 protocol in order to help with addressing rising transaction fees on Ethereum. The project is known as Nightfall 3, and it combines zero knowledge proofs with a new model for handling transaction verification. They go into that down below a little bit more. So the combined protocol, known as a ZK optimistic rollup, aggregates ZKP transactions into groups called rollups. So what is that exactly? Optimistically rolling. So optimistic rollups are one of the number of layer 2 technologies that have been adopted this year. Instead of verifying each transaction, the network assumes that all of them are correct, making users intervene only if they see an incorrect transaction by submitting a fraud proof. So this is something that I'm not too familiar with, and I am definitely going to look into, and if you'd like me to create a video about it, just let me know and put it down below in the comments, because this is kind of the first time I was reading about optimistic rollups. And I would love to know like what the well, I guess the ups are all talked about here, but I'd love to know the negative sides, because what happens like if you group them all together and then you just assume that they're all correct. So yeah, this is something I want to look into a bit more, but yeah, let me know if you'd like me to share the info as well. And then finally, from this article, the Ethereum gas fee update. Yeah, so you can see here, currently the fee for Ethereum is around $2.65, and Uniswap is a bit higher at $4.50. Okay, so moving on to the next article. China crypto ban, a huge opportunity for Canada, mining group head says. So I think we've heard a lot about like this being related to Bitcoin, but obviously it also has to do with Ethereum. So here you can see Dubai-based investment company IBC Group reportedly plans to end Bitcoin and Ether mining operations in China following ban announcements from the different provinces around the country. Now, the group has a major mining operations in China, and they plan to move. So where are they going? They're going to the United Arab Emirates, Canada, United States, Kazakhstan, Iceland, and various South American countries. So I thought that was good to know. And then the IBC Group Chairman and Mining CEO, Khurram Shroff, I probably butchered that, but that's what I'm going with. He said it's a temporary inconvenience that they have to move, but he also added that a diversified location of mining facilities is great news for the rest of the world. Now, this is something that I agree with. We've talked about this many times, that everything being centralized in China is not a good thing. And it looks like slowly it's all becoming more decentralized, which is obviously great. The last one I want to touch on here is this one. Top 5 cryptocurrencies to watch this week. Now, I'm going to skip all of them. I'm just going to focus on Ethereum for this video, which goes here. And basically, yeah, the strong rebound after $2,018.50 on July the 2nd suggests that the sentiment has turned positive and traders are accumulating on the dips. The bulls pushed the price back above the 20-day exponential moving average on July the 3rd. So that's one thing here. So we're above the 20-day average. Also, I want to mention here the RSI is attempting to rise above the 52. However, as I said here, this positive view will be invalidated if the pair turns down from the 50-day moving average, right? So if it bounces off it, then it could go the other way. And then the final part here is that the 4-hour chart is showing an inverse head and shoulders pattern, which which has completed already, which you can see here. And that could, that indicates like a breakout towards the 2,280. Yeah, so that's it for Ethereum for today. Thanks a lot, guys. Make sure to check out the links in the description, and yeah, let me know what you think. All right, guys, goodbye.